Let's turn these creepypastas into creepy movies. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 creepypastas that should be made into movies. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we are scouring the net for creepypastas that chill, frighten, disturb, and most of all, have enough riveting content in them to scare us silly at the theater. Number 10. The Expressionless. Delving into the backstory of this creature, or just having it roam around as a horror serial killer similar to Michael Myers or Jason, would be both unnerving and entertaining at the same time. Imagine a mannequin-like figure, smeared in makeup with a blank look on its face, only reacting when it feels threatened. Its razor-sharp teeth and ominous smile would send shivers down viewers' spines and become a new horror icon. Is it a human experiment gone wrong? Something not from this world, or something that's been here since long before us? We'll find out when the film is greenlit. Number 9. Penpal. If done right, movies that cut between the past and present tend to prove quite effective, creating a jarring, mysterious, and ominous feel as we, the audience, eagerly await to see how things came to be. Penpal tells the shivering tale of a young boy who becomes the target of a man obsessed with being with the child. The imagery and the writing would translate beautifully to screen, as would the deep three-dimensional characters. Creepy and believable, Penpal would make us feel just as uncomfortable at the cinema as it does on paper, and that is a good thing. Number 8. Bendrowned. Haunted house? Nah. Haunted game? Hell yes. Bendrowned tells the story of a gamer who has a horrific time playing a haunted The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. The game conjures the statue that usually appears when you play the Elegy of Emptiness, among a lot of other creepy disturbances, including new death animations and visual glitches. A psychological theatrical telling of the story could delve into themes of addiction and mental illness, such as schizophrenia, as we struggle to piece together what's actually happening until the truth is finally revealed. Number 7. 1999. The most disturbing pastas are the ones grounded in reality, with real themes and settings. 1999 tells the story of a boy discovering a show on an old TV being broadcast from a nearby town. The show was of a man in a bear suit as he interacted with kids in his cellar. A movie format of this story could present the happenings of the show from the point of view of one of its guests, or could give us some backstory on Mr. Bear himself. Whatever the plot, there's plenty of creepy content to be mined from this story. Number 6. NoEnd House. Sometimes our imagination is more frightening than reality. Other times we expect the worst, but the reality is even more terrifying. That's what it's like to traverse the NoEnd House. Although the Channel Zero rendition is a startling and entertaining horror story, a movie would just condense the horror into a nice 2-hour package, all set in one house. We'd watch as a character proceeds through a series of rooms, each more horrifying than the next, in order to escape and win their prize. Only there is no end. Number 5. Smile Dog. We thought dogs were supposed to be our friends. Structured in a way similar to The Ring, with the same eerie mystery filling the air, Smile Dog would be a unique spin on the format to say the least, as it takes a creature we all know and love and turns it into the stuff of nightmares. An image of a smiling dog with what looks like very sharp human teeth is the core of this story, and those that gaze into its demonic eyes have the image seared into their mind. Harassed, taunted, and haunted, the only way to be free of the creature's grip is to spread the word. Number 4. Cove. Cove is another of the stories adapted into the TV series format on Channel Zero, and that terrified plenty. A movie would elevate the horror to the next level. The mystery behind the origin of the show could delve into a world of possibilities. Demonic, alien, government, or a combination of all three. The twist of just watching static may even come right at the end, as it does in the original story, or it could be revealed at the start, as the now older kids try to make sense of what they watched years ago. Number 3. The Rake. We have horror movies that focus on a stalking killer, and we have those that have a more psychological aspect to them, which is how the ad campaign for the Slender Man movie built up the iconic character and story. The Rake, however, manages to combine the two, and that's just in its short story format. A mangled humanoid creature that stalks its prey and communicates with you without opening its mouth. The Rake will haunt your dreams, as well as leave a trail of blood in its wake. Although there is technically a Rake movie that went straight to video, we'd love to see a film that truly captures the chills of the original story. Number 2. Jeff the Killer. The creepypasta may be a bit rough around the edges in the way it's written, but there is a compelling story in there. As a movie, we'd venture into a family drama about a mentally disturbed kid and how his mind reacts to certain things before it finally snaps. The imagery of a boy with bleached skin, a wide smile, and burnt-out eyelids would scare even the bravest of viewers. The fact that Jeff is just a human who wields a knife scares us more, as it's not an impossible situation for real life, despite how unlikely it may seem. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Number 1. The Russian Sleep Experiment. In this story, 5 test subjects are kept awake for more than 2 weeks, and the result is maddening. As the subjects tear at their own flesh, begging to stay awake, a horrifying mystery begins to unravel. While the plot of the film would revolve mainly around the experiment, there is a psychological and slightly supernatural aspect to the story that would have viewers questioning their own sanity. This movie would give us nightmares for days, as long as we aren't too scared to go to sleep in the first place. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.